No weightlifting footage to show. I didn't do any weightlifting workouts. As a matter of fact, I actually forgot to cool down, but I do still have a video, and it's at least slightly related to weightlifting. It's about personal training. This is more so a serious video than anything. That was just my foot, by the way. It's wet, I'm on a wet bench. As I was doing my workout, I was speaking to Isaac because he asked me how the course was going. Then I told him I've got some practical stuff to do. Then from there, we just had a full-blown conversation about taking that path and all of the things that I could do with it. He eventually went and showed me all of the qualifications that he has to be able to be at the level that he's currently at. And after he was explaining everything, he left, and I had many deep thoughts on the mind about the fact that I'm now going deeper into this world of personal training. Slowly but surely, I'm getting deeper in. I think if I didn't want this way of life, I would have shied away at all of the qualifications that he showed me. But I didn't. I'm taking that as another green flag to go. He is naming courses and prices. I was unfazed. These courses and these prices that would allow me to get to a fairly solid level in the gym, they're hundreds of pounds. I'm unfazed. I think a part of why that could be the case is because I've understood that I once had an emotional attachment to money. But now that I've unveiled that truth, my eyes are open and more clear than ever in terms of the world of finances / money. Slowly but surely, that world will become clearer and clearer and clearer, just like how my vision, metaphorically speaking, will become clearer in all aspects of my life as time goes on. What I'm saying, explicitly speaking here, is I'll know more about all of the aspects of my life that I want to know more about as time goes on. If I'm speaking explicitly, that's what I'm saying. Right. He was saying that when I do get my level 2 gym instructor qualifications, that I'd be earning £10 an hour. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. This is a foot in the door. That is one of the major thoughts that I was thinking when I was by myself. That this qualification is no more than just a foot in the door amongst the very broad world of personal training, qualifications wise. I started thinking that after he showed me all of those qualifications. It was so many for him to do what he does and for him to be able to train all of the people that you can train. You got to remember that you have to be, in order to train people who are considered to be obese, people with a BMI of 30 or over, you have to get a qualification for that. People who are injured, who've just come from the doctors, for example, you have to get a qualification for that to be able to train them. To be able to teach kids, you've got to get a qualification for that. To be able to teach groups. If I wanted to do calisthenics, which he called calisthetics, but I didn't correct him because I was just too busy listening, I'd have to get a qualification for that as well. If I want to do certain classes that they do in the gym, got to get qualifications for those as well. It's a wide world it's such a big world of qualifications. I didn't know that. I really did not know that before today, but he's been very helpful in showing me the ropes. I was asking questions where I felt the need to ask questions. Some things weren't making sense, so I was asking a lot of questions, but he explained them in this. It's okay. Even if I don't pass the exams first time, so I could just do it again and again and again until I do. As I said with the driving test, I will pass because I refuse to give up. I've built myself into someone that has some mental strength, at least, that doesn't shy away from not passing these sorts of qualifications that would take me to the next level in my life. Do you need these qualifications to get far in life? No, not necessarily. Just like how you don't necessarily need to go to university to be able to get far in life. But thank goodness I picked this path. I really think this path is the path for me. I'm not shying away. I don't feel nervous when speaking to my course tutor. I'm just getting green flags on green flags that this is the path that I want to take. Back when I'd be wanting to get a job within the customer service industry, I would feel nervous before a call. But now I don't, because this is the path I want to take, and this is what I want to do. And also I think it's because I'm more mentally stable than I was back then. Yeah, I really am. Because I'm tracking my health on a weekly basis. There's no way I'd be here where I am today mentally and also physically, and just in general, without those health reviews, without those weekly reviews. I would not be progressing at the rate I'm progressing without them, I don't think. I use them to just progress further and further, get closer to not necessarily a goal, but just a way of life that I like and that I enjoy. Getting closer and closer to that. That's the purpose that it serves. And in that regard, it's very useful. I track my meals, and because of that, I'm now actually thinking about my water intake as well. I'm now drinking more water than before. I'm not feeling dehydrated as much as I once would. It's not difficult to go to the toilet. I don't feel constipated because I'm eating my veggies. I don't really have to worry about constipation again, on the premise that I stick to eating healthily and really focus on adding more vegetables into my my diet, just how I eat on a regular basis. When people, it seems like within the fitness industry, if you want to call it that, people would say diet is specifically what they think is a healthy way of eating, rather than just how they eat on a regular basis. When in reality, how you eat on a regular basis is what a diet actually is, regardless of whether it's healthy or unhealthy for you. If I were to go on Google and to look it up, I'd like to imagine that I'd be right in saying that. That's how I'm defining it anyway. I could call it an eating routine if I'm wrong, but I think that actually is the right word that I'm using here. I'm now asking myself, do I want this way of life? Am I sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I want to go down this path, man. Going down this path the way I want to go down this path may mean that less people go onto the channel than possible, but that's fine, because I don't want to exploit people's needs for stimulation, right? Or exploit people's wants for stimulation. It at least makes us forget that we are going to die one day. And for some people that could be very uncomfortable. I'd rather that than be burnt by the sun. Anyway, I know I want this way of life because my health is taken into account. I'm doing what I want to do, and branching off that, I'm not doing anything that's against my code to be able to go down this path. That's really against my morals. For example, sometimes, like one time in particular that I could think of now that I'd have to, that's coming up for me in my life personally, I may have to go about said thing in a way I don't want to. But this way that I'm thinking is more convenient than the other way. And I might have to take that way, even though I might not like it short term. It's not as big as a deal as I'm making it sound. But those thoughts about that thing is still there. And I know that I don't want to go about it in this way. But in order for things to be more convenient for me to progress, I might just have to. It might just be something that I'd have to just accept for the sake of convenience. Again, it's not as big as a deal as I'm making it sound, but for now, I'll just leave it at that. The mind's blank. I don't have anything else to say. I am feeling hungry. Oh, hold on a sec. AE lock just happened because it was raining so much and I didn't wipe the phone. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the mind's blank. Don't really have much else to say, and I think that's partly because I'm feeling hungry. So I'll leave it at that for now. If I have anything else I want to say about this, then I can later on, whether it be today or tomorrow or so on. Whenever I feel the need to, I will further talk about this over time. So there are other things that I want to talk about that I'll use this video to talk about as well. The channel subscriber count went from 14 to 18 yesterday, and someone posted a comment saying, why ask him why? Why ask why? In relation to someone pressing the sub button on the channel. I'd ideally like to think that is someone rather than just a fake account, but yeah, I'm not even going to think about that. And these sorts of things, the comments, the subscriber count, it'd be something that I'd focus on. It's actually something that I wanted once upon a time. I wanted more comments to come. I wanted the channel to have more subscribers, but these things, they don't motivate me anymore, because I understand that these people that are watching that aren't me, they aren't going to care about my physical health, my mental health, my health and safety, what's going on in my life personally, in terms of what I share. These people will not care for whether I progress or not. These people don't necessarily have my best interests at heart. There are some people in the past that have had the audacity to give me unsolicited advice. But then again, these people, I don't know what their motives are. But I know what mine are. And that's to live life to the fullest, basically. I'm feeling so hungry, the stomach's rumbling. But yeah, these people that are that subscribed, that have stayed subscribed to the channel, and that have recently subscribed within the past day or so, they aren't going to care about my existence. If I died tomorrow, they would not care. Yes, I'm talking about you lot that are watching now, me. You lot will not give a fuck about my health if I were to be in a poor state. And it's not real responsibility to. I'm not saying that's a problem or that's unfair, but I am saying that this just is. And that's something that I have to remember. And because I understand that, I don't, it's not something I'm really thinking about anymore. Oh. Too much rain, that's what's just happened. I understand that what I have to say is not any more or less valuable because more people have pressed a sub button. They've clicked on the screen. Come on. They've clicked on their screens. Big deal. They've clicked a button on their screens. Big deal. That doesn't make the videos that I make any more or less valuable. Just like how more people, more views on certain videos recently within the past couple of days does not mean these videos are of more value than other videos are. My short saying that the 1 year transformation journey has just come out, that has got around 80 views in the past few days. Whereas I'm the only one that's actually looked at the 1 year transformation journey video. In my opinion, even though the view count is significantly lower, the 1 year transformation journey video holds much more weight to me than that short because of how much time that I put into it and the messages that I put in to that over 2.5 hour project compared to a less than 1 minute video. But just because it has more views, does that mean that it's more valuable? No. It holds less value to me, that video, even though the view count is is higher compared to that 1 year transformation journey video. It holds less weight because I put less of an effort in, number one, and number two, it's just a notice, whereas the 1 year transformation journey is a full-blown movie that I spent potentially over 7 hours doing, I'd say. But that's less valuable because it got less views at this point in time compared to that short that got 80 views saying that the 1 year transformation journey videos come out. No, it's not. But anyway, I'm done. There we go, back to normal now. The reason why I didn't cut the clip, even though it went dark, is just so that I finish what I'm saying. But this is the end of the video. Maybe you enjoyed, maybe you didn't. But doesn't bother me. I know that the people that aren't me that are watching, they won't have my best interests at heart. So not necessarily that they have bad intentions per se, but these people, these people that are watching, they're not going to truthfully give a fuck about my existence if anything were to happen. Just like how they came in so quickly, they can leave so quickly. They can unclick that button. So much worth has been put into that button, make it seem like that is success. More people clicking a button on a fucking screen, the subscriber button, is success. More views is success. No, I don't define that as success. I'm not building an emotional attachment of something that I can't even control. So I'm gonna feel unhappy that I put so much of an effort into a 1 year transformation journey because less people watched it. As if I can control that. If people want to watch it, people want to watch it. If people want to comment, people want to comment. If people want to like the video, they will. If they don't, they won't. If they want to dislike it, they will. If people want to comment. So these people are just strangers that are just passing by. They'll come and go, but they potentially will all have one thing in common. They won't have my best interests at heart. I will, but everyone else, nah, not necessarily. Again, I don't think everyone has bad, quote unquote, intentions per se. But that doesn't mean they have quote unquote good intentions either. Doesn't mean that they are going to go out their way to want me to progress in my life. Some people might actually want me to regress in my life who are watching. You never know. Maybe not. Maybe people want to see me progress. Maybe people don't. I don't know, but I know that I'm more than okay without as many people watching. I'm fine. I'm more than okay. I'm mentally stable without these people. And eventually we'll be in a place where I don't want to make money off YouTube. I might advertise my own businesses, maybe, but to pull a 5-second advert, no, I don't want that. Honesty and integrity first over money. That's why I'm doing that. And also to practice self-control of money. Am I going to do anything to get money by any means? Even though I said I don't want it through these means, am I going to break that anyway? If I have many reasons as to why that won't go against my morals, then fine. If not, then no. But anyway, I think that's enough talking for today. For this video anyway. I'm done, and I'll see you lot in the next one. Peace.